What does Help Wanted 2 mean? What is its purpose? Will this video game ever see the light of day? Hey guys, how's it hanging? It is TheLivingBlueJay here, and today I have a theory that I'd like to share regarding Five Nights at Freddy's VR Help Wanted 2. So this theory I've already briefly discussed in my trailer analysis video for Help Wanted 2, which if you've missed out on that, I'll leave an annotation up in the corner if you'd like to watch it later. But today, I've got the time to go into more detail in that theory, instead of focusing on analysis. So let's do just that. But before we continue any further, if you find yourself enjoying this video, please take a quick moment to leave a like rating on the video. Thank you so much for your support. And of course, subscribe if you like what you see today, because this is a great place to be for some laughs and some FNAFs. With that in mind, let's dive on in. So I believe that Help Wanted 1 is a virtual reality video game that was an actual video game set in the FNAF universe, put into the marketplace. However, I believe differently when thinking about Help Wanted 2, whereas I don't believe Help Wanted 2 will be a video game in the FNAF universe. So you might be thinking, BlueJay, why wouldn't Help Wanted 2 continue the trend of being an actual video game like its prequel title? What else could it possibly be? Well, here's what I believe. Take this into consideration. What if Help Wanted 2 is an advanced training simulation meant for Fazbear Entertainment personnel? Check this out. So let's look back at all the minigames presented in the prequel. We've had stuff like night systems of Five Nights 1, 2, and 3, a parts and service minigame where you repair animatronics, a Nightmare Fredbear minigame, and the list goes on. But what's something that pretty much all the minigames in Help Wanted 1 have in common? That's right. Each of them could be considered to have been designed off of the legends, origins, and myths of Fazbear Entertainment. You know, stuff like, oh, the robots come to life at night and try to kill the night guard, and oh, there's children inside these robots, and you know, junk like that. Which is basically the entire point of why they had Silver Parasol Games develop this game in the first place. To profit off and make light to their dark past and reputation to a demographic who thought these mysteries were interesting. Kinda strikes a chord with me. But on that note, there's something overly different when we compare that information with Help Wanted 2's minigames. A big difference. That's right. These new minigames aren't real. Literally zero of the minigames shown in the gameplay trailer could be considered a myth, origin, or legend of anything that has to do with Fazbear Entertainment. These minigames present all things and activities you could do as an employee or customer. And that is the huge difference between the two. I mean, think about it. A Paper Plate Pal customizer? Sounds like something a customer could partake in the toy location. Circuit board and fuse repair? Sounds like something Cassie's dad, Faz Technician would do. Training a Glamrock endoskeleton and its power of deduction? Sounds like something a Pizzaplex employee might be tasked with. Which leads me to my initial theory. Help Wanted 2 is an advanced training simulation, coming from both perspectives of the customer and what you could be enrolled as. But what's a theory without evidence to back it up? Although the big difference between both minigames are a big factor, I can't leave it up to just that. That doesn't satisfy me. Take this into consideration. Listen carefully to the way Hand Unit talks. He's not talking to you like a consumer this time around, but a potential employee. Digging even deeper, a potential employee that passed an interview. Like, listen to this. He's nudging you into the Fazbear Entertainment lane, telling you how they're different from other jobs, speaking of how much care and support they put, allegedly, in their staff. Giving you the opportunity to pick your lane, take what you advance in, and enroll in a position accordingly, and how they're open to applications. This doesn't sound like what a video game would be telling you, rather a job you're looking into. Now, you could argue, well, what if this is a real video game, and it's supposed to make the player feel like a Fazbear employee? And to that, I'd have to counter-argue with the following point. Tell me, what does Fazbear Entertainment have to gain from airing out their dirty laundry? What do I mean by that? So, in Help Wanted 1, Fazbear Entertainment is indeed monetizing their dark past, but there was a line they never crossed. Did they show Chica infested with roaches? Yes. Did they have a game that's basically luring someone to a quote-unquote party? Yes, pizza party. Rumors, rumors, rumors. There is things they've had developed in this game that they've openly admitted to, and things that made it to the newspaper headlines. But with all that being said, there's a line they've never crossed, like showing the vicious bite of 83 and 87, simulating the missing children's case, what kind of crap they use in their food. This is the kind of things Fazbear Entertainment would rather keep secret, and if rumors circulate, sweep under the rug. Ergo, why stuff like that were kept out of the Help Wanted 1 game. So what's up in this game? So we've already established the big difference between the set of minigames from prequel to sequel, but let's add on what I've just went over. It is officially written that the Pizzaplex prepares their food to the bare minimum of federal mandation standards. It's also suggested that it's not hard to question what their nacho cheese is made of. Interesting choice of words, huh? It's also officially written that Fazbear Entertainment does not have the necessary license to stock sedatives, and to be as delicate as possible if necessary to mutilate any limbs if an injured customer is screaming in pain during any medical attention. And then, there's also the chance of rabies. Does Fazbear Entertainment really want to cross that line? Make it known? Circuit board and fuse repair. Considering the chance they know how the glitch trap virus began with a particular circuit board when they scanned that piece into the game, there's yet another thing they'd prefer to have swept under the rug and not cross. Because if this is true, and maybe something along these lines, where when the first game hit the market, is it possible that many players were infected with the virus and committed many deeds of maybe homicide and stuff along those lines? And if that's the case, that is something they'd most certainly want to forget. Maybe keeping their repairs, technology, and inside functions of their most advanced animatronic secret from their competitors, their Glamrock animatronic line. If that's the case, why put a minigame about just that in a game for the marketplace? Sounds like something they'd prefer to keep to their own intelligence. Unlike last time, where it was all goofy with roaches, lost shoes, and snoot booping. Point is, looking at this information, it's hard to refute that Help Wanted 2 isn't a video game for the marketplace. So with all that out of the way, what makes it an advanced training simulation? Well, Fazbear Entertainment, apart from the higher-ups, don't have many human employees to do labor like food prep or customer service, and menial labor like repairs. The staff bots make that painfully clear, as well as hand unit saying,
"Also, there were no other applicants."
The most human staff they have, apart from the higher-ups, are Pizzaplex personnel and the employees in the Fazbear Funtime service. So it's not far off to say that they'd want the human staff they have to be trained the best way they possibly could. Thusly, developing their advanced training simulation, which allows you to engage training in any and all roles. Doesn't matter which position you've applied for, it has you covered. Maybe even that's the whole point. And seeing how they don't really have any human staff, I mean, come on. Who else is gonna train you? One of the VIP higher-ups? Yeah, I don't think so. Realistically, this is the only logical explanation. But yeah, looking back at all the minigames known to date, each and every one of them are from the perspective of a customer or employee, thusly training you and putting you in the consumer's shoes at the same time. What kind of training method could possibly be more efficient? And you know what else is interesting? Notice how Help Wanted 2 ignores security breaches ruin a DLC. Not a single mention. Knowing the terrors of what it looked like on the inside, I wouldn't want these dark secrets seeing the light of day. Believe me, I was there. And my buddy Cassie was there too. What? Help Wanted 2! So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed my theory video. I actually haven't made a FNAF theory video for a really long time, so if I am a little rusty, I apologize for that. Let me know in the comment section though, if you agree or disagree with my theory. Maybe if there's something that I missed, or maybe you're neutral, and just think it's an interesting perspective to have. Either way, if you found this video interesting, be sure to leave a like rating on the video. Thank you so much for your support. And if you have not yet, be sure to subscribe, and you'll be updated whenever I make any new videos. Speaking of which, if you'd like to see some facts you may have missed in the Help Wanted 2 poster, click the video you're currently seeing on your screen. Or maybe you'd like to see some awesome gameplay of the Printing at Fredbear's FNAF fan game, which if that's the case, click the other video you're currently seeing on your screen.